Hello everyone. Good afternoon to all of you. Myself Abhinav Jha, and I hope everyone is doing amazing. And today we'll be discussing the new education policy formed by the government. So guys, I hope everyone is doing well. Okay. So guys, I hope everyone is doing well. This is Abhinav Jha, guys. So today we'll be discussing the NEP, the new education policy launched by the government of Ministry of Education. The name of the ministry is also being changed from MHRD now to Ministry of Education. Okay, Mr. Ramesh Pokhriyal has obviously given his key inputs on this particular thing today. And also Prime Minister Modi also spoke on this very lately on this particular topic, sir. So guys, today we'll be discussing everything about this NEP. So guys, let's, without wasting any time, let's begin. And obviously guys, we will be discussing key aspects of our new education policy launched by the government this year. Okay guys, so without wasting any time, let's begin and discuss key aspects. I will be also taking a lot of your queries, guys. So please go through that. Okay. And obviously, whatever things you have, I'll be also giving you time to ask me. Okay. Chalo, guys. So without wasting any time, let's begin. So I'll introduce myself. This is Abhinav Jha. I'm BTech NIT Nagpur. I have got 4+ years of experience in teaching, and a lot of my students have cracked JEE Mains, Advanced, and KVPI in the past. Okay, so let's begin, guys, with the presentation. So, guys, first of all, we'll be looking at key aspects of this agenda. What is the vision and the key principle? What actually the government is focusing on? What's really they are looking into? Also guys, what we will be looking forward is universal access of early childhood education. That is, the government has actually
टाइम जो लेता है
started the basic concept, like from the beginning, when the people are like students are coming in. So we are actually focusing more on the things like the students in the beginning age, like nursery, current nursery, LKG, UKG, they get proper nourishment. Okay, they get proper nourishment. Okay, and obviously guys, we will be also looking forward to how actually from there the government starts to going ahead with these particular policies. And obviously the key thing is, like, all of you would be having a question that, sir, when will be this be implemented, when will this thing will start? So the question is this, and the answer is, guys, next year. So next year has government has planned to take up this challenge, and obviously 2021 that government is starting to actually look into the 9th to 12th part of it. I'll come to that point, like what is that and how actually government is looking on to implementing this thing. Yes. Okay, so guys, also we'll be looking at how will children learn, how is the curriculum and the pedagogy. And also guys, the schools, how are the schools going to be affected in this? How is government looking forward to amalgamate government as well as the private sector? That is very important. Okay guys, so let's begin with vision. What's the vision actually? Okay, no, it's not like 12th is definitely going to be there. Government will start implementing from 9th grade onwards. I'll tell you, everything will be told. Please be patient enough. Okay, yes. So guys, the thing is, one thing which is very important here is that how actually government is looking forward to implementing these things. That is important. And what is the vision? So at the moment we'll be looking forward to the vision. Okay, the vision is actually, the thing is, the government is actually thinking on, like, if you look into Europe and obviously Middle East also, most of the people you will look into that is like, and not more so in Middle East but Europe and in the West, what things are happening is like every occupation, if you look at, whether that be a plumber, whether that be a mason, whether that be a carpenter or an electrician, he's equally weighed with an engineer or a doctor and everyone, because they are paid equally. If you're working hard, you're paid equally. What happens in India is, the thing is, like, if I say that, okay, there's a norm, like today for this particular job, I'll keep a salary of 10,000 bucks. So what happens is, a guy will come up from the village and he will say, sir, I'll start working for 2,000, 3,000. So the norm is degraded. And that's what does not happen in the West. Everyone values each other works. And that's why, guys, that's what we need to do. We have to actually educate each and every person in India, as well as the NRIs abroad, that yes, everyone has to be valued. There should be constant constitutional values and bonding that will create a sense of, what you can say, brotherhood. And obviously, guys, it will be like win-win situation for all. So that will actually uh, embark a lot of occupational goals, and everyone will actually value each other's work, and then only that will be actually implemented. So that's the vision, guys. That's the vision. So first of all, we'll be obviously uh, having that kind of values inside us, and then constantly we'll be looking forward to improving us as a person, as a graduate, as an engineer, and whatever. Fine. So that's how we actually look into the thing right now. Now, what are the key principles? I've already taken note of few things. So the thing is, like, first of all, equity. That's what I told, guys. Educational equity is very, very important. We have to obviously focus more on uh, how actually we are participating in a community, right? The community participation, we have to help each other. Okay, guys, mostly what is that, you have to bring in the technology. I'll just tell you how programming is actually going to be used in abundantly. Okay, at the moment, everything here in this digital world is programming. And guys, why not, why to learn the programming in 11th grade? So that's what the government is focusing. Let's bring this thing in the 6th grade, and let's try to use those things again and again from that particular stage. Okay, critical thinking, very important thing, critical thinking. What Prime Minister Modi told today was absolutely amazing, that we tell the student, learn this, learn particular thing, learn this math formula, learn this English story, learn this Hindi. Why? Have we ever told them why are we doing this? Have we ever told them this is what's going to happen after that? No, that's what is not happening. So that's what, guys, the government focuses on that, and the government is looking forward to actually develop critical thinking. Critical thinking means you have to actually ask why and how. Everything which you study on daily basis, you have to develop that kind of thinking. Okay, moreover, continuous review means not only from the teachers, not only from the parents, but as an individual, as a student, I have to continuously review myself. I have to focus on, as a student, that where did I go wrong. At the moment, the thing is, like, we are actually doing things, but the thing is, whenever we improve, we will obviously study, and we will see that, okay, this is where I went wrong, this is the questions which we were doing wrong. Okay, so continuously reviewing yourself, doing one step, and just focusing what we did wrong, what we went wrong with. So that's what very important thing is, that continuously reviewing yourself is very, very important. 12th, yes, definitely 12th onwards, what's going to happen, I've also discussed that, Samir sir. Okay, we'll be also discussing that, what after 12th is required. I'll be focusing, I'll just give you a brief idea. Government is focusing more on research point of view. So in India, actually, what I'll tell you in general is, like, if you look at a 6th grader, 8th grader, 10th grader, 11th grader, at the moment, present situation in India, with anyone abroad, I will guarantee you that that student has somewhat, if you look at the average, I cannot obviously generalize things, but IQ wise, if you test in India, students, and I've been teaching guys in India, abroad, everywhere, and I get a sense of what you can say, that I'm just getting that grasp that the students are just a way behind that the guys here in India. But what happens is, after some time, the research is not there, the students don't get that kind of exposure, they are not getting that level of exposure as compared to the other students abroad. Maybe IQ wise he's slightly lesser, but that exposure is not given. So that exposure is what the government is looking right now at. Exposure in terms of research, ideology, right? So that's what we are focusing more on. Now, guys, obviously, universal access to early childhood care and education. This is the most important thing. So, obviously, I'll just brief you with this very quickly. That is EECCE. That is nothing but universal access of the children. Like, first of all, they will go to the Balvatika, preschools, Anganwadis. These are from 3 to 6 years. They'll be focused on that. Okay. Am I audible, guys? Am I audible to everyone? Is the sound clear and sound? Or like I've heard that some people are not able to hear. It's fine, right? Okay, very nice. Okay, so the thing is 3 to 6 years is what the government is focusing more on. Okay, there they will be given the freedom to freedom to play, enjoy, and that's what, guys. Okay, that's what they are focusing more on. Freedom to enjoy, freedom to think. Like in this third grade, in this initial stage, only first and second grade, the student has a lot of pressures. How would be able to enjoy? How would he be able to enjoy? No, right? That'll be always be difficult. Okay, so that will always be difficult. So that's what, first of all, that kind of freedom is required, and that's what they are working more on, this Anganwadis, Balvatika, preschool. So that is nothing but ECCE. I'll be also taking care of other aspects of this later on. So guys, obviously universal access to education at all levels. So we are planning to build a lot of schools, multiple pathways, okay, only not focusing on maths, or else let's suppose English or Hindi in the initial stage. Let him know everything first. Let him know everything from the beginning. Not obviously as a fifth, a 5-year-old or a 4-year-old, you have to handle in a certain way. So that's what the government is focusing more on, promoting a lot of schools. And obviously that will obviously bring back the guys from the villages who are around 2 crore. Around 2 crore of the students are not having basic education in India. So these are the people which we want to bring in and obviously contribute in the GDP of the country. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, I'll be also guiding towards the IIT JEE mains and NEET. How is it impacting that? So guys, obviously bring back these 2 crore students I was talking about. Okay. And definitely guys, focus more on teaching, learning, assessment. Okay, teaching, learning, and then assessment. At the moment it's going to be teaching and learning, and that's what you would have heard, like a very good story, that when we pass a communication from one stage to other, that things go wrong, right? So first of all, teach and see whether that guy is learning or not. Go back, assess, ask him to assess every day. Okay, fine. Now guys, obviously we are focusing more on nothing but overcoming the language barrier. So that's why the government has actually told that obviously we should focus mostly on the what you can say, the native language initially, whatever, whether that be Telugu, Tamil, or Kannada or Gujarati. If that guy is understanding more in that particular language, let him do that. They have given that kind of freedom. Okay, fine. Common standards for public and private school education. That is also very important. Now, what happens is, yeah, I'll definitely talk about JEE and NEET also. I'll just come into this part very quickly because this is very, very important. Okay. Yeah. So guys, the thing is, we are obviously focusing more on the private and public sector equality. Okay. So the private and public sector equality will obviously get in lot of things. Like at the moment, the guy who has a lot of money, or a parent who is likely to spend more money, his student is getting into the private school, and that the standard is actually variant. So what the government is focusing, that common standards everywhere, so that everyone has a similar kind of background, and therefore everyone can excel in a particular stage. Yeah. So guys, quickly I'll brief you about that. Okay, now guys, this is the obviously the transforming the curricular and the whole structure of the education right now. Okay. Yeah, definitely, Swati, I'm going to come to that. Let's quickly brief you about this. So guys, the thing is, there is going to be, first of all, 5-year barrier would be there, that is called as foundational barrier. So in that stage, the government is focusing in creating the background and the foundation very, very strong. The government is actually looking at just the foundational stage, which is of two types. It is going to be, first of all, the first 3 years will be Anganwadi preschool, which I told. Then 2 years will be what, guys? First and second grade. And then, guys, obviously, we are going to go to the preparatory stage, that is play, discovery, activity based interactive classroom and learning. So that's going to be 3 years. Here, obviously, guys, a lot of aspirations and a lot of calculation based thinking will be developed in the student. And the middle stage, a lot of experiments will be done. Okay, it will be mostly experimental. And here it will be mostly based on, yeah, this is going to be 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 stage. 5 is actually divided into two parts, 3 plus 2. This is starting from class grade 1, and then 3 to 5, it is 8 to 11 years, then 6 to 8, and so on. That is 9 to 12 is now the new norm. Now, guys, obviously, okay, so yes, obviously the syllabus are going to change. The government is reforming, and you would be thinking, sir, you told from next year, how is the government able to plan all those things? So yes, that's going to be difficult. And obviously government is planning to focus more on the schools. At the same time, they are starting from this. They are planning from the 0 to 3 first, and this 9 to 12 version. So they are trying to focus on this so that in 2025 we get the first 12th batch which will pass out. Okay, that's the focus at the moment. That's the focus at the moment, that 12th batch will pass out on 2025. And when this batch will come in 2040, things will be smooth. Everything will be running smooth. So that's the overall version of the government, that at this point of time, we are going to do this thing, plan mostly on the 9 to 12 category and the 0 to 3 category. Okay. Now, so guys, obviously now a lot of you have the queries regarding this, sir. How is this going to affect the board? So boards will happen. Obviously, that will happen in 9th and 12th. Government is focusing more on that and reducing the efforts, guys. Government is focusing more on, actually, they are trying to reduce the syllabus, first thing. And also what they're focusing is 9th and 10th. The government is actually, they have not given a proper vision on what is going to happen. And the guys who are prepared, see guys, obviously there's a lot of freedom to the students in this 9 to 12th barrier. I'll tell you that in detail. I'll give you the analysis, that in 9 to 12th category, the students will be having the options to take a lot of subjects from the humanities, from the sciences, from their extracurricular activities like sports. Okay, board exams will be there, but they would be reduced. Board will be reduced to some stages, like they will be mostly, it will be like on the 3rd, 5th and 8th class. Okay, the barriers, the, what you can say, the barriers when they are just going ahead in the next stage. Okay, so at that stage there will be a heavy exam, but it will be in the stages. This government is focusing to reduce the burden on the students, more of practical tests, and subjective tests and objective tests will be lowered. Obviously the syllabus will be lowered and the toughness will also be lowered, so that the burden is lesser. So as you can see in the Europe and the West, the students don't have that kind of what you can say, syllabus here in 9th and 10th which we have. Or the guys who are preparing for JEE and NEET are starting from 9th and 10th grade, whereas the guy in, obviously, like in UAE or Middle East or the US is not actually getting exposed to that, because he's having less amount of burden, so he can think more, and obviously he can focus more on research activities, and that will be developing his own skills and assessment. What is happening here is, yes, the students in the 9th and 10th grade are actually very sound, but then they are not having time to think and actually assess where they're actually they can actually excel in. So that's what the government is focusing more on, to give them time to think, less exams, less burden, and more of actual practice. Okay, guys, and that's why government is actually scheduling a lot of things in this particular stage. Okay, that in this 6 to 8 they are trying to develop like some workshops, small workshops. The government is actually trying to understand over there. Okay, the small workshops in the school, small workshops like carpentry, like electricity. They can actually do a lot of electrical things in the school. They can obviously more time on playing. Okay, yes. Okay, now what will be the effect on entrance examinations? Okay, let's go ahead and just discuss that. Before that, guys, obviously I already discussed with you the curriculum, that obviously government is focusing more on core essentials, critical thinking, interactive classes, and experiments. That's what I focused more on. And guys, now coming back to this thing, like we are focusing more on, yes, obviously the teachers have to be also being trained accordingly. Okay, I'll be coming to that, guys, don't worry. Okay, existing 10th 11th 12th, all of you have a lot of, that's why I'm just giving you a lot of time for that. Just let me complete this thing. Okay, and guys, that's what the government is focusing more on, actually enhancing the technology, the teachers, and everything. Okay, now, so guys, obviously we are focusing more now. Here is the, you guys would be interested here, the obviously grade 1 to 8 key assessment, census assessment in the 3rd 5 and 8. That's what I told you guys. So the government is focusing more on these stages. The examinations will be conducted in these stages heavily. Okay, and it will also, guys, results also will be obviously mostly focused on continuous monitoring. Okay, we will be continuously monitoring how the exams are being conducted and how the student is performing. Fine. And at the moment, the 9 to 12th, the government has said that the board exams will be easier, as it will be testing primarily the core capacities. That's it. Okay, that's what I was focusing from that time, and this is what the government is saying. Okay, teachers will be prepared obviously, and definitely by 2022 and 2023 academic sessions. And at the same time, the government has given a hint that they will be starting to simply, actually they have not given any kind of clarity over this thing, but still they have mentioned that yes, we are starting to plan from the next year onwards how we'll be able to implement these things now. So guys, most of the things have been covered, and now finally, guys, I'll be focusing more on how actually the government is actually going to implement these things, and how will it affect the 9th, 10th, 12th, and 11th grade students. Yes, obviously there will be relative grading, and obviously the thing is government is planning to give the mark system also, but then no clarity has been mentioned at the moment. Portion reduction for current students, yes, you can say that obviously 9th and 10th their government has announced due to obviously COVID, and portions as if now for the coming forward region, at the moment they have not defined that how much will be the syllabus reduced and how much will be the syllabus be going to stay. So they are mostly focusing on what, how the things would be, and the planning will be accordingly. Okay, okay, now coming back to the thing, like how it will affect. Now guys, the thing is, yes, the thing is, the students can obviously take physics. If they want, they can take history, or they can take any sports as their subject. Okay, so this can be one of the sets. Like initially what was happening was students were bifurcated into three parts. One was science, then we had arts, and then they had commerce. So that's what the government was saying, that we are forcing student into this stream, science stream, arts, commerce. We are forcing them to choose this. But now the students have the freedom. They can obviously take up physics with history if they like history, sports, any sports they like, music. So all these things can be there. And now if you guys are interested for JEE and NEET, so guys, obviously you will choose physics, right? You will choose chemistry, you will choose maths, and then one subject you will take as music, let's suppose. So guys, that will obviously, your preparation is also going on, and there's not a lot of burden on your side that, okay, I have to give English, I have to give this thing, I have to give Hindi, I have to give that. So that will be obviously, guys, reject at the moment. It will be definitely not going to. Now, how will it present ninth grade? Physics, chemistry, and biology. Hence, there will be no languages. Yes, that's the actually this time the government is actually saying that yes, you can take any subject which you like, and if you want, you can obviously, yes, you can take away that. Clear? So there will be some standards like you from these languages you have to choose at least one. Okay. Present ninth, as if now no, as if now no, it will take some time to actually implement this, but the government is starting implementation. Okay, so the guys who are in 11th and 12th need not worry as if now. So how does it affect JE? So affect JE, see, would the IITs be stopped? Would the AIMS be stopped? Would the colleges like NITs be stopped? No, right? They won't be stopped, right? They cannot stop these colleges initially, and obviously interest will not go very soon. Obviously you guys are, I'm seeing that you guys are very much interested in JEE, in NEET. So that won't be affected, guys. At the moment, it won't be. It takes time to build that kind of scenario. Obviously, guys, this is a system which is targeting 2040. Things to get implemented by 2040. Okay. And obviously, guys, 12th, after 12th, there are going to be a lot of changes. Present ninth, yes, let's suppose if you're writing 12th, at the moment, the plan is that from the next year onwards, we are going to implement these things. But how and why, at the moment, nothing has been told. Why and when these things will happen, nothing has been told. It's just at the moment, it is just the advisory from the government. Okay. And that's how we will be implementing it. Okay. So from ninth standard onwards, you'll get the freedom to choose your career, to choose your path, to choose your subjects, so that you can obviously get what you want after 12th. Now, after 12th, what's going to happen? No. It's at the moment, I guess, Rishi, it's now few people are asking me, sir, from next year onwards, can I choose some subjects? Again, there's not any clarity at the moment. Obviously, this NEP is very new, so it will be taking some time. Application wise, the government is planning from the next year to actually implement it, and for the 9th to 12th kids. So the coming 8th might be given a choice. At the moment, I am visualizing that way. The coming 8th, okay, the guys who are in 8th actually might be getting a choice. That's what how I am estimating it, but that can be totally wrong also. Okay, but the thing is, present 11th, present 10th, present 12th need not worry. Obviously, why? Because first of all, IITs are not going to stop, NITs are not going to stop, AIMS is not going to stop. So your vision is not stopping, and that's how you will be doing it. So Samir, obviously you might get a choice next year. Okay, let's see how it frames out to be. But at the moment, guys, be patient. Government will be keeping the advisories very, very soon. Okay, because because government has given a target 2025. So the government has planned that the guys who will be writing the board exam in 2025 might be the first ones. That has the government, this has the statement the government has made. Okay, this is a statement that government has made. Okay, now coming on to the thing like what after 12th. Okay, what after 12th? So guys, the thing is, after 12th, the thing is, government has given you a choice. Okay, first of all, the government is planning for infrastructure of the school, of the colleges. The government is planning 12th 2025 for 12th. Okay, that's what they are focusing on. So guys, the government is actually interested in actually developing the whole colleges, all of the colleges, whether that be private, public, or government aided colleges. The government is trying to develop a kind of, what do you say, research oriented technology. First thing, what after 12th? I guess everyone is clear what's happening before 12th. Lot of things are not clear, but yes, this is the framework which government is looking at. Now, what after 12th? What after 12th? 12th, government is, first of all, I told you, research oriented scenario. Second, the thing is, government has given you a choice. Let's suppose due to some financial scenarios, some students leave in the first year, second year, third year. So if they leave in the first year, they will give a certain certificate. Okay, obviously that will obviously defy him that particular job, whatever he's there. Afterwards, in the second year, if he leaves, there will be a diploma tag given to him. Third year, there will be degree given to him. And fourth year, if he completes, every course will be now 4 year. Diploma, like half, okay? Half the degree, you can say that. That is diploma, okay? Like some lot of engineers are there, then diplomas are there. So that's what it is, diploma. So 2 years, if you complete, you will get a diploma. 3 years, if you complete, so even MBBS, yes, they're planning to make it for 4 years. Yes, up till 3 years, they are mostly focusing on the subjects, and fourth year is going to be totally research based. That's what the government has actually given the sort of recommendation. Now, guys, the bill is just projected. You know that anything which government implements has to be passed in the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Okay, if it is not passed over there, obviously a lot of people are, obviously they are not happy with this thing, this policy. A lot of states are saying you should have at least concerned us, like a lot of states, a lot of ministers of Congress, they are not happy with the situation, they are protesting. Yes, so still not an act. Yes, still not an act, because a lot of things are there. Okay, so that's what it, when it becomes that, definitely all of these things will be given a stamp. Okay, it's India, Janani, it's India. Okay, a lot of people like it and a lot of people don't like it. So that's what it is there. So obviously we should obviously focus on what actually the things are. Yeah, C and C++, yes. C and C++, yes, I told you guys, these programming languages will be implemented in the 6th standard onwards, 7th standard onwards, right? That is the focus of the government. Okay, and what I saying? I was saying that yes, in the college there will be a lot of research oriented work. Okay, so if you leave after 2 years, you can come back after 5 or 6 years and complete your degree. Let's suppose due to some circumstances you're not able to complete your degree. Okay, there will be a lot of things associated with it. Okay, so therefore you can obviously, if you leave it, dropouts. So a lot of things for dropouts. Okay, so the government is focusing more on that the dropouts can come back and give the examinations and they can obviously get the degree. Okay, so guys, first and foremost, the guys who are interested in JEE, the guys who are interested in NEET, obviously guys, the thing is, it's not going to be changing in a day or so. This thing will take implementation. After, see, first time this type of implementation was done in the year 1968. Okay, around 1968 the implementation was done. Okay, so after that there was some small implementation done in 1970s, then 1990, then a small implementation in 1992. So that's what, guys, it takes time. So after 1992 nothing has been changed. After 1992 the scenario hasn't been changed and the government still focuses more on how to implement these things in detail. Okay guys, so I'll come back to this thing again. So government is actually focusing more on this stage from 6 to 8. The government is planning to actually implement lot of things in this stage. So this stage, obviously programming is the most important thing that will come up. Okay, programming. And then 9 to 12th onwards you have the choices. Okay, choices to choose your languages, choose your subjects. Accordingly you can plan your study. Okay, now yes, I'll take a lot of queries regarding to engineering. Okay, now aerospace engineering, yes, IIT Bombay, aeronautical and aerospace engineering. If you're focused, that's the way to go forward with. Okay, Elroy, aeronautical engineering if you want, or aerospace engineering, IIT Bombay has a best course in India. So that's what you have to give JE, and obviously you have to get a rank under 4,000. Okay, yes, definitely I'll be sharing this presentation, Prakalp, don't worry. No. If 2025, no, that would obviously be like what we do is like you can say JEE mains, right? JEE mains was implemented from 2013. So it is a kind of thing that government also focuses more on, that okay, there shouldn't be any kind of problem to the students regarding that. No, it's for all. Every C. The thing is the CBSC, ICSC, every board will be conglomerated. Okay. Where is the chemical engineer is related because of okay, you want to become chemical engineer, Abhishek wants to become chemical engineer. So chemical engineering, guys, first of all, obviously you have the options of the best IITs. Then one very good college in India is ICT Mumbai. So that's been very leastly rated, but that's very good. Geotechnology, okay, geotechnology, that means obviously Kush takes civil engineering. Okay, take civil engineering because it has a lot of geology. Myself, I am also civil engineer. So there obviously a lot of things will be done. Okay, best place to graduate, IIT Bombay, Delhi. Okay, astrophysics, you can take obviously astrophysics if you're interested. Definitely you have engineering physics as a IIT syllabus, so that's a lot of IIT Roorkee has that, so you can obviously focus more on that. Okay, very nice, Syed. So you can choose engineering physics. Weapon specialist, very nice, Samir. Okay. Okay, hope for the good. Biology, you can take biotechnology, Shinji, and obviously NIT Warangal has a very good biotechnology program. You can obviously join that. Okay, computer science, guys, everywhere in IITs and NITs, you can see that obviously there are a lot of things which government has given, and these things will not change, guys. If you're aspiring for that, these things won't change. You have to just take your colleges accordingly. Others are also good, yes, like we have a very good college of CMC Vellore, also AFMC medical, right, armed force medical colleges, that also you can obviously choose related to that, right? NIT Warangal, first of all you have to study physics, Samir. Initially they don't have anything like that. Okay, okay, KVPY, sir, which will affect Olympiads like KVPY? I don't think so. KVPY and all those things like that, they are good for the research, right? KVPY was basically for IISc Bangalore. So the guys who are focusing more on research can definitely give that. Okay. Okay, I'll take one question. 1 second. How many subjects can we choose in ninth? That is obviously a myth right now. Okay, that is not known at the moment. How many subjects will be there? How many things we can choose? That is obviously going to come. Okay, engineering plus finance. Yes. Okay, you can do engineering, then go for MBA from IIM. Private colleges like BITSAT, VITE. No, all the things will be same. JEE mains, I think it will stay, and obviously mains and advanced will stay for the engineering entrances examinations. Okay. Yes, obviously Anas, very good thinking. Anas wants to do lots of experiments, so that is very, very important. Like if he wants to become a doctor, yes, so that is what the government is focusing more on after you finish your 12th, and in the 6th to 8th, obviously that is gone. I think so you would be obviously ninth and 10th grade. So government is focusing more on that, Anas, and especially the 4th year. Okay, nice. Astrophysics plus. Okay, astrophysics, definitely astrophysics you want. Definitely you can go for IIT Roorkee. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. Now, guys, the thing is, now let's come to the schools and the teachers. Okay, so guys, every we have discussed in detail about the college, and this is the actually going to be firstly the most important thing is holistic progress report. Now the government is focusing on the progress report, the UTs, and how actually the thing is going to be. Fine. So the government also focuses more on how actually the health of the student is, how is he performing, like how is it he's performing well in the school, how is it mental health all about. So that is definitely going to be very, very important. Okay. So if you do that, so definitely the things will work out well. Okay. So the government is definitely focusing the mental health as well as on the physical health of the students. That is very, very important, guys. Now, the schools and the complexes. Okay, how's the school? Obviously Bal Bhavan and a lot of school, these kind of schools are there which the government is planning to implement. Okay, the government is focusing more on this to how to actually give each and every state this kind of access of these kind of schools. The government is actually trying to renovate overall things. Okay, fine. Civil services examination, see, obviously guys, the at the moment you can see that UPSC and civil services examinations have a very good thinking, and obviously there are a lot of subjects which we can choose. That's very, very interesting. Now I'll just come to that point. Very good point, one student mentioned that what about UPSC and civil services. So guys, if you look at the civil services like IAS, so obviously we have IAS, IPS, IRS, right, revenue services, and IDS. Okay, MES, military engineering services. So all those things are there in the civil services. So guys, the government focuses on actually how to affect that. Okay, so if in the 9th and 10th standard, if you've taken history, or if you've taken till the 12th history, civics, geography, so that will help you in these examinations a lot. Okay, because in this what happens is the guys who want to become engineer, the guys who are engineer and then they want to write IAS or IES, engineering services examination, they have to study it later on again. So why, if you want to crack JE, if you want to crack JE, why to wait? You just start doing from the from the 9th and 10th grade, right? So if you want to become an IAS, same type of aspirations should be developed there itself. So that's what very, very important the government is focusing, that in the initial stages only, if the guy likes physics, he will take one subject as physics. He likes history, he will take history. If he likes geography, he'll take geography as a subject in civil services, because in civil service examination you have to focus more on that. Okay, what is the use of coding? Everything is coding in front of you now. Whatever I write, whatever ethical hacking you guys would have heard. Okay, nowadays data science. Okay, all those things are very, very important, guys. Programming is like, obviously the thing is like whatever you see in a website. So we have one thing as front end, one thing as back end. So there are teams who actually do the back end, some team is doing front end. So that is, front end means actually what you see, programming of that. Back end means what are the codings that is running on the back. So if you do something, if you press a button, what's going to happen? If you press this button, what's going to happen? So that is nothing but front end, back end. Okay, so that's why computer science engineer mostly are focused towards that. JE needed for astrophysics, obviously, but obviously you can also do uh, masters in physics. Okay, Abhinav. Python, obviously the government is focusing more on Python, Java, C, C++, lot of languages coming up. Okay, so everything you, obviously guys, it's programming is just logic. Okay, if you come to 11th grade, you learn the chapter PNC, you will have a lot of interest in programming then. Okay, if you learn one language, others automatically you will learn, no doubt about it. Okay, so be focused, and obviously guys, now you are there. So just try to learn a lot of programming languages because it is the future. Everyone is focused towards that. Okay. And I told you guys, the government is focusing towards multi-language system. That's why guys, up till grade 8 and preferably, that's what they are mentioning guys. Preferably in grade 8 and beyond, the government is focusing more on mother tongue languages. Okay guys. And obviously guys, continuous thing. This is the most important thing guys. The NTA National Testing Agency will work on high quality common aptitude test. Okay, so they want high quality common aptitude test, and guys they are trying to develop your mindset towards this question things. Okay, how to learn programming language with our studies? YouTube, you have YouTube, you have Ask IITians. Okay, here we are focused towards that, and definitely our computer classes are also going on. But at the moment there mother tongue is there, right? That's correct. But the thing is there's also a what you can say, a demerit of it, that obviously English is a global language nowadays. So guys, everything is now communication based. So if guys up till 8th or 9th, if we are doing things in our, a lot of people are commenting on this, and they have protest on this thing, that definitely if they are not learning English, it will be obviously very difficult for them in order to communicate later on. Because if you want to work globally, if you want to work with a lot of foreign universities and colleges, and your job ethic is like that, so it's going to be really difficult for you. Yes, they do need English. Yes, obviously we understand. Yes, mother tongue is really important in order to develop culture and everything. But yes, English is also important, because nowadays that's the global thing. That's the thing which everyone should know in order to communicate. Because if you cannot communicate yourself, you cannot present yourself. Everyone becomes a commodity later, right? Absolutely. Very nice point mentioned by Dhruv. That let's suppose if somebody is studying in Kerala and comes to Maharashtra, so then obviously he is studying in, let's suppose, Malayalam. So how will he be able to cope up with these things? Very good. Yeah, that's very interesting point, which the people who are actually protesting is that. Yes, that will be very difficult. So there are some plus points, there are some minus points also, and the government is taking care of that, and they will be hopefully. But this overall, it's very good. Okay, overall, it's a good project. But then ultimately, guys, we can definitely go ahead with it. Not an issue at all. NEET exam, see NEET, obviously there are, I told you, uh, the government is conducting NEET mostly for, because in India, government medical institutions are less. Okay, good ones are AIMS, AFMC, Armed Forces Medical College. If you enter Armed Forces Medical College, you can obviously change. That's the freedom which AFMC gets. The guys who are in medical, they can actually change their army to Air Force to Navy. Okay, so that's what can happen. Okay, that can change. And obviously there's CMC Vellore, very good colleges for medical, for NEET in India. Competition will increase, how will we be coping up to that? That's what government is giving you chance, Meethi. And a competition will increase, but that's fine. You're getting time to think, to actually decide your career. We are trying to change the careers. We are trying to change the careers of the country. Is my voice breaking, guys? Is it clear? Okay. So guys, that's what the government is planning, to change the careers of the students. And that's what this will be implemented till 2040. So that competition reduces. At the moment, India is the 7th largest country in the world. 7th largest. We have a lot of land. We have a lot of land. So we can develop a lot of industries, right? We can develop a lot of industries. So that's what we are focusing more on. To develop occupation, to run industries, to bring industries to the country, and definitely jobs. That's the end of the day. Present 9th and 10th, it's difficult to say. Okay. At the moment, it's no given statement by the government from actually when will the courses begin, because the teachers, the curriculum, everything has to be changed accordingly, right? We have to change everything. So that's why it will take some time. But the deadline government has told is next year, and they're focusing on the ninth graders, coming ninth graders. Best scope in future. At the moment, it is looking like computer science for engineering all the way. But it's not like, guys, only computer science engineers are the ones. If you like something, because guys, no use of choosing an occupation which is famous. No, definitely no. A big no. If let's suppose people will say, take computer science, very, very healthy and very, very, you can say economically very good. So guys, don't go for that. If you love computer science, then go for that. That's what the government is planning. Okay, love the subject, love the thing, then you love your job. Otherwise, it's going to be a burden every day in your job. Hindi as main language, yes, I think so, you can. Okay, definitely the government is focusing on that. Okay, see guys, the DASA category was there till the last year, because it's still there for JEE mains and all, but the cutoffs now, before you were writing SAT, right? Now the government has changed it a bit, and they have told that everyone has to write JEE, and then accordingly the cutoff will be degraded. Okay, so let's suppose for a guy in India, the cutoff might be 180. For you, my guys, might be 150 or 140 in JEE mains. Sir, that's what I'm saying, Sai sir, because it is actually government has not given a currently they have not given a statement regarding when the things will happen, but they've given a guideline that in 2025, the guys who pass out 12th have to be in that particular phase. So that's what I'm thinking, that 8th to ninth going guys might be having that particular freedom. Mechanical engineer for girls. See, you can obviously go in robotics. Okay, girls who are choosing mechanical engineering, if you don't like field job, I can relate. Okay, with that, I also didn't like the field job in civil engineering. So you can go for robotics. So that's what robotics is, something which you can obviously choose. That is nothing but a combination of ECE and mechanical. Okay, so you learn this in motors and systems in mechanical engineering, and ECE teaches you bit of programming and a lot of sciences related to MATLAB. Okay, so if you want to go into mechanical engineering, you can definitely choose robotics as your career. Okay, what all should be learned? Programming is learned, then mechanics is learned, a lot of design work is learned, Abhishek. Okay, yes, that's correct. That's correct, Thomas. The government is increasing more of its investment in education sector. At the moment, it is very less. The government is planning to improve that. Yes, definitely this will affect. This will be definitely, because we will be like in 12th up till 10th, 12th. If we graduate from an NIT and IIT, so we will obviously the government actually, the professors actually write in written, and then they give the recommendation to the government that these are the things which we want as an experimental store in the college. So then government approves it, and then you get that thing. So at the moment, the government is planning that that is eased off a bit, so that the research is good. And then when you go to the higher colleges, like higher, like for abroad in US or UK or Australia, anywhere else, for higher order studies, then you won't face that problem, है ना? Because you're already in that research mode. Okay, that's what the government is planning. At the moment, I have seen in my college, a lot of problems are happening in order to get the good experimental kits in the college. So now government is focusing more on that. Okay. What are the benefits of girls in army? Girls in army, Shrishti, definitely if you want to get into army, go for AFMC, right? If you're choosing medical, है ना, AFMC college, you will be getting a doctor degree and you will also get the green badge with you. Non-science student, I think so. Yes, initially they will teach that, Dhruti. Okay, if you like, that's what they will give you the choices. If I serve something in your plate, I am giving you a choice, right? Then at least you will taste some, and then ultimately you will decide what to take. Okay. Robotics in India at the moment, we don't have good colleges, but obviously Massachusetts and obviously a lot of universities in Pennsylvania, US, Vegas, there you can obviously get a lot of universities which are obviously focusing more on robotics. How to apply for that? Arav wants to become a cricketer. Okay. Definitely, Arav, you can follow your passion. Okay. Definitely go for it. And obviously at the same time education is important, sports is important, but if you're not educated you won't value, guys, right? That's what the thing is, to develop that kind of value system in the country. That's what NEP is focused more on. See, Samir, at the moment what you can do is you can do your masters from abroad in India. If let's suppose if you want to do MTech, so that's what way you can go. You can go for IISc Bangalore, Samir, if you want to get into research, or IISER, that's in Kerala. That is also very good. That is very good for research. So there you can obviously learn a lot of robotics, and then obviously you can apply that going in foreign universities. You have to write MS, okay, Master of Science. That is what you have to give, and if you clear that examination with a perfect score, so you will get universities abroad. Yes, that's what the government is planning for, one board for all. Okay. Yeah, at this year I don't think so anything will be affected. JEE mains will also go for next year, and maybe the next year after that also. Okay, that is going to be there, but then it will depend like how the students are choosing. So the current examinations, Olympiads, anything won't be affected as such. Opportunities like research, Thomas, है ना? MBBS, if you don't want to choose, if you don't want to use engineering, research is a very good thing which you can go ahead with. PhD in IISc Bangalore and IISER or abroad. Okay, you can write your research papers. That are the things which you actually get heavily paid, and definitely that if you enjoy, you can definitely go for. Number of attempts, no, as if now there are 3 JEE mains, there are 3 attempts, so that I don't think so that will be changed as if now. Yes, chartered accountant. Okay, you obviously you should take account subjects. Okay, if you take that, definitely that's a very good profession. CA. Okay, petroleum engineering. Okay, there are good colleges for petroleum engineering. Obviously, NIT Rourkela, you just go and research. There are a lot of institutes. So if you belong and if you crack JEE mains, definitely guys target NIT Rourkela. That gives you variety of subjects, and you can choose 5-year degree, 4-year degree. A lot of things there. A lot of things are there. So definitely NIT Rourkela is one which we can focus more on. 5 is a barrier. That's what no clarity has been given. How many subjects will be there? How many will be compulsory and all? Absolutely. That's what Snehil, that's what the government is focusing more on, to increase the scope of PhD in detail. That's why we are developing these things. So that's why PhD will be obviously, if PhD chances are there. So government is focusing more on research so that outputs can be generated. If research thing in India improves, obviously factories will set up, industries will set up, jobs will increase, and we will start exporting. We are a big importer, and obviously guys, China is going on all world, because we are importing too much, we are not exporting much, right? So that's what the focus is on: research, so that industry set up, job set up, we become exporters. NIT Surathkal, Warangal, Trichy, Allahabad, Nagpur. Okay, that's what you can choose. And computer science, top NITs, definitely you can focus on. Okay, no regional language or Hindi. Sai sir is saying that English and French. So sir, that's what sir, initially what I can suggest you is that at the moment sir, let it, like small things, let's suppose we are lacking as a parent or as a student, so you can obviously get in touch with the student regarding to that, or YouTube or anything where they can learn. Okay guys, chalo, that's all for today. Let's try to wrap up the session guys. It was wonderful talking to you guys regarding this. Hopefully we'll meet again, and definitely guys, we will be obviously focusing more on these things, and definitely you will get this PPT also, no doubt about it. And thanks a lot for joining the session guys. Okay guys, take care everyone. Bye bye guys.